Finding top tech talent is tough. We all know that. But finding someone who has a clear, driving purpose, a purpose they've been sharpening for over a decade, that's practically unheard of. Today, we're going to look at a profile that is truly one of a kind. It's a story of innovation that kicks off at the age of just 10 years old. And listen to this. This isn't some generic mission statement. This is the philosophy that Neo wrote down when he was 18. And it has been his core operating system ever since. This is the why that fuels every line of code, every project, every single thing he builds. And that purpose? It translates into this incredibly rare combination of skills. Now, these aren't just buzzwords on a resume. This is a genuine fusion of three critical fields. He doesn't just analyze the data, he actually builds the tools to gather it and then engineers the solutions that put it to work. All right, so to really understand what makes Neo so different, we have to go back to the beginning. And his story starts way earlier than most. I mean, we are talking about professional level problem solving before he was even a teenager. Just look at this timeline for a second. What's so amazing here is how it completely reframes the whole idea of experience. This isn't about age, it's about a solid decade of hands-on innovation. At 10 years old, he wasn't just learning to code. He was co-founding a company to teach other kids how to do it. That's an unbelievable head start. And this right here tells you everything about his mindset. His first venture wasn't some abstract business idea. It came from a personal need. The solution didn't exist, so he helped create it. That fundamental drive to build, to solve problems, it's just hardwired into how he operates. So let's keep going because the how behind his skills is every bit as important as the what. This wasn't some cookie-cutter education. This was an incubator for a completely different way of thinking. The curriculum he helped create for Klaviyo's Coder Camp wasn't just about learning Python syntax. I mean, look at these pillars. It was this whole system designed to create complete problem solvers. Sure, they built logic, but they also learned creativity, teamwork, and this is the really crucial part, empathy, by having to actually go out and sell their own creations. And here it is. This is the masterstroke. This single rule changes everything. Instead of just being fed answers, students were guided by questions. They were taught how to think, not just what to think. It builds this deep, independent, critical thinking that is just so incredibly rare to find. So, what's the bottom line here? That early training created a mindset that doesn't just look for the easy fix. It created a genuine love for finding creative, unorthodox solutions and, maybe even more importantly, the wisdom to make sure you're solving the right problem in the first place. That skill alone is a massive asset for any team. Okay, so philosophy and a unique origin story are great, but how does this kind of mindset actually perform in a demanding corporate world? Well, let's take a look at the real-world impact he's had. At places like Scala Group and Kudu, you see the exact same pattern playing out. He's not just in a corner crunching numbers. He's building prototypes, he's talking directly with clients, he's turning deep market analysis into actual product strategy. The magic here is his ability to connect the dots, to bridge that gap between raw data and tangible business results. And this all leads us to the heart of his unique value. It's not that he's good at one thing, it's the powerful combination of three distinct domains that lets him see a project through from start to finish. This chart really lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? You get the deep analysis of a data scientist, the core building skills of a programmer, and the client-facing problem-solving mindset of a solutions engineer. Someone who can do all three of these things isn't just another member of the team, they're a force multiplier. They can literally take a project from an initial idea to a client-ready prototype, all by themselves. So let's wrap this all up. What does all this mean for an innovative company that's trying to solve its biggest, most important challenges? When you break it all down, here's what you're really getting. You get a candidate with over a decade of hands-on experience whose youth is a sign of huge potential and adaptability. You get a problem solver who is trained not to find easy answers, but to ask the right questions. You get that incredibly rare, proven mix of skills. And driving it all is that consistent, purpose-driven focus on creating maximum benefit for the world. Look, this isn't just about filling a job description. This is about adding a true catalyst for innovation to your team. Someone whose unique perspective and intense productivity can actually elevate everyone around them. So the question really isn't if he's qualified. The real question is, what could a talent this unique help your team build next?